also present, and all members of the administration are present. Does anyone recording this meeting as a citizen to the public, please identify yourself and follow attendance under being recorded. Seeing none, the city is supporting the meeting. Under legislation proposed, we have legislation number 122301, an ordinance to reappropriate the expenses of the city of East Lake, State of Ohio, for the period beginning January 1st, 2025, and ending December 31st, 2025, and declaring an emergency. Commissioner Duff?
Thank you. This is the response that the building department received in. They received in more deposits than we had anticipated, and therefore at the end of the year, most people are asking for some of their deposits back because the projects are completed. And we'd like to be able to do that, but we need an additional $50,000 in order to pay them back. But we do have the money because we did collect it from them in advance.
Are there any questions for the finance director? All right. Seeing none, we'll move on to legislation number 122302, a resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into a memorandum of understanding with the Lake County Soil and Water Conservation District and declaring an emergency. Right?
And this is an agreement between us and Lake County to just make sure that we do things the correct way.
Would you like to address 122303 also?
Basically the same thing. Make sure we do things the right way.
And that's a resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into a memorandum of understanding with the Board of Lake County Commissioners and declaring an emergency. Any questions for us?
I do have a question, Mr. Rand, on the MOU for Lake County. That doesn't have to do anything with the grant that you're applying for, right?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay.
Brian has your answer.
What's that?
Yeah, so Brian Carolina has your answer. So the city has been co-permittee with Lake County for stormwater. And so there's responsibilities that the city has and responsibilities that the county has, as well as soil and water conservation. So these are just the agreements that say who's responsible for what.
Got it. Perfect. Thank you.
Any other questions? Right. Under legislation pending, we have legislation number 12501, an ordinance amending section 52507 of the County Official Business of the codified ordinances of the city of East Lake to read as such and declare an emergency. This is our third reading. And then we have legislation number 12512, an ordinance creating section 521.11, order for occupant to keep property for heat violation, nuisance, and nuisance declaration process of the codified ordinances of the city of East Lake, Ohio, to read as such and declaring an emergency. This is also a third reading. And then we have legislation number 12904, a resolution accepting and approving the city of East Lake employee policies and procedures manual and declaring an emergency. And this is our second reading. Anyone have a question on that?
I didn't have a question. I just had an update to the nuisance, just to reference Ms. Costello's question about Willowick, and Willowick is Catholic man.
So the role of councilperson has often been described to me as a part-time role. However, when someone takes on this responsibility seriously and puts forward the effort, it quickly becomes a full-time position. Because Councilwoman Schmidt put forth this level of effort, it's had a positive impact on not just our city, but our community as a whole. So with that, I'd like to offer her this proclamation from the mayor's office. So whereas Angela R. Schmidt served the residents of the city of East Lake with dedication and integrity as a council at large member. And whereas throughout her tenure on city council, Ms. Schmidt demonstrated a strong commitment to responsible and effective governance, recognizing that the role of a council person extends beyond legislative duties to include representative and ambassadorial responsibilities on behalf of the city. And whereas Ms. Schmidt consistently approached her legislative role with diligence and preparation throughout thoroughly reviewing ordinances, resolutions, budgets, and supporting materials, participating in informed discussions and decision-making during council and committee meetings. And whereas Mrs. Schmidt remained present, engaged, and made herself accessible to residents, actively listening to concerns, communicating regularly with the public, and working to ensure that residents were informed and represented in the actions of city government. And whereas Mrs. Smith served as a visible and positive ambassador for the city of Eastlake by attending community events, promoting the initiatives, supporting local businesses, and regularly sharing information through Eastlake Gazette and other public forums. These efforts were not undertaken independently of her role as a councilperson, but rather as a direct extension of her responsibilities as an elected official, reflecting a clear understanding that visibility, engagement, and communication strengthen public trust and benefit the city as a whole. Through her professionalism and consistency and commitment to public service, Mrs. Smith helped enhance the effectiveness of city council and positively represent the city of Eastlake and its residents. Now therefore, be it proclaimed by the mayor and city council of the city of Eastlake, Ohio, that we hereby express our sincere appreciation to Angela Schmidt for her service, dedication, and contributions to the community, and extend our best wishes for continued success in her future endeavors. With this, I hereby set my hand to this, 17th day of December in the year of our Lord 2025. This meeting.
Council will go ahead and meeting is adjourned. At 7:07. Well, the regular council meeting is December 23rd, 2025, order at 7:07 p.m. Mr. Billy, will you please report to the meeting? My first meeting is to the flag, United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So the clerk, please call the roll.
Here.
Is there a motion to approve the agenda for the regular council meeting December 23rd, 2025? So moved. Second? Second. The clerk, please call the roll.
Yes.
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 Yes, the motion is carried, the agenda is approved. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of the regular council meeting of December 9th, 2025?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
The clerk, please call the roll.
Yes.
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 Yes, the motion is carried, the minutes are approved. Is there a motion to approve the minutes from the ordinance committee meeting, the amended minutes from the ordinance committee meeting of December 9th, 2025?
So moved.
For a second?
Second.
The clerk, please call the roll.
Yes.
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 Yes, the motion is carried, the minutes are approved. Our next scheduled council of the whole meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, January 13th, 2026 at 7 p.m. with our regular council meeting immediately following the adjournment of the council of the whole meeting. We also have an organizational meeting, which is scheduled for January 6th, 2026, and that will be at 6 p.m. Mr. Kelly, will you make a motion?
Thank you, Mr. President. I move to authorize the law director to answer the complaints involving Kenjo and the billboard moratorium on behalf of the city clerk.
Is there a second? I second that. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Yes.
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 Yes, the motion is carried, the motion is approved. The next two motions have been removed. Mayoral appointments and requirements of approval. We'll move on to committee reports. I believe there's a report for the meeting.
Yes, we had a Port Authority meeting. Pretty much went through the treasurer's report in pretty great detail, because, Valley and Maryland, the president meeting, we wanted to make sure that they hit all of the points of, the treasurer's report, but the budget details and everything. So if anyone would like a copy of that, I can forward that to you. Also, I'd like to clear up something I mentioned last time in my report. I mentioned, they were looking at taking over the operation down at the kayak center. seeing what it takes to continue the operations for the kayak center and contingency plan, not as a direct plan. It's just a contingency plan.
Any questions, Mr. Sutton? All right, seeing none, thank you, Sutton. Did we have?
No, but we did talk about the management committee and the, business planner requesting the inspector of the
Okay, very good. All right. That being said, we'll move on to recognition of the public. The floor is now open for recognition of the public. Our last speakers are all marks to be directed to the chair. It will not involve personality, and they're limited to 3 minutes per person, 30 minutes total. We have one person who has signed up to speak. Would like to step up and state your name and address for the record.
My name is Deborah Wilson, 548 Sandwich Boulevard. Good evening, Council President, Council, Mayor, and members. On Monday, December 15th, it was brought to my attention about a Facebook post on the city's Facebook page. The post was about the Eastlake Black Watch page, a private page, Chris, our councilwoman. I noticed that the comment section was turned off. I found that he mentioned Seattle. I went there, posting my thoughts, which I'll read momentarily. My thoughts appeared on the city page, but then disappeared as they're being removed. I found them under the mentions tab, where comments cannot easily be seen. Please understand that the reason for my commenting was not in support of the city position or that was Black Watch or Chris, but about the underlying issues of that city college. And I wrote, I'm surprisingly disappointed about the recent post causing negative publicity about the Eastlake Black Watch page in Chris K. And the most surprising things are, and I enumerated 5 items. Number 1, no altruistic. Are you really representing the city or airing your dirty laundry? Number 2, comments are not permitted. 3, it's full of complaints. Number 4, this is not the avenue of such a discussion. It does not portray the city well, making it very unprofessional. These complaints, number 5, these complaints too much opinion rather than facts. I try to stay informed of things in our city, and I don't see supporting facts for these items that were posted. I then found information that when a government has a social media page, it cannot restrict public comment, because doing so infringes on free speech. The only deleting or blocking that it can do is for spam, obscene language, direct threats, or illegal activities, or maybe comments are irrelevant or off topic. I am requesting 4 things from this council. That the post be removed immediately, replacing it with an apology. The comments, number 2, comments always be turned on for all posts. Number 3, the city page be about city information only, not bickering or complaining. We need to ensure that our city is portrayed well and who visits the page, which is open to everyone. And number 4, a replacement comment.
Thank you for your comments. Is there anyone who also wishes to address council at this time? All right. Seeing none, we'll move on. Sorry. Certainly, Mr. Mayor.
Okay. This post on the Black Watch started off with a statement that our finance director had taken it upon herself to cancel numerous purchase orders for chairs for the police department. This is untrue. There were never purchase orders asked for by the chief of police for chairs. Ms. Braniak never bothered to call the finance director or the police chief or even me through my office to try to verify any of these facts. It further continued to solicit donations from people, businesses, corporations. Since I've been kicked off the Black Watch since January of 24, or June of 24, the only way I could respond to this, and normally I would not use the city page for this, but I made that post. That was my response to her. Not only did she not contact anybody after that, but she continued to run with it. That's why I made that post.
I thank you for that. Again, I'm not talking about the content of it, but that is an inappropriate avenue for things that belong in a different avenue for communication. The whole city know about that. The whole world who sees that page does not have to know about that. That's why I'm calling it inappropriate for that city page.
And I also feel it's inappropriate for her to put city business like that on a page.
That's what you feel, and that's the case that needs to be done, not on the city page, where everybody can see. That's internal business. The Blackwatch
Which
page
should
is
not be
private.
on a page.
The Blackwatch page is private, the city page is not. That's the difference.
I stand by my comment.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Clerk, please read legislation. Anyone, no one else? Rest of council? Before I go on. Clerk, please read legislation number 122301.
Ordinance to reappropriate for the expenses of the city of Eastlake, state of Ohio, for the period beginning January 1st, 2025, and ending December 31st, 2025, declaring an emergency.
Is there a motion to suspend the rule requiring second readings and readings in full? There's a second? Clerk, please call the roll.
Mr. Kelly?
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt? Yes. Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Ms. Kraniak?
Yes.
Mr. Dominic? Yes. Mr. Sonic?
Yes.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes. Is there a motion to adopt?
To adopt.
Is there a second?
Second.
Clerk, please call the roll.
Mr. Kelly?
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt? Yes. Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Ms. Kraniak?
Yes.
Mr. Dominic?
Yes.
Mr. Sonic?
Yes.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes, the motion is carried, the legislation is adopted. Clerk, please read legislation number 122302.
A resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into a memorandum of understanding with the Lake County Soil and Water Conservation District and declaring an emergency.
Is there a motion to suspend the rule requiring separate readings and readings in full? A second? The clerk, please call the roll.
Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Mr. Sonic?
Yes.
Mr. Kelly?
Yes.
Ms. Kraniak?
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt? Yes. Mr. Dominic?
Yes.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes, is there a motion to adopt? Is there a second? Second. The clerk, please call the roll.
Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Mr. Sonic?
Yes.
Mr. Kelly?
Yes.
Ms. Kraniak?
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt? Yes. Mr. Dominic?
Yes.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes, the motion is carried, the legislation is adopted. Clerk, please read legislation number 12903.
A resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into a memorandum of understanding with the Board of Lake County Commissioners declaring an emergency.
Is there a motion to suspend the rule requiring separate readings and readings in full? For a second? The clerk, please call the roll.
Mr. Sonic?
Yes.
Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Mr. Kelly?
Yes.
Ms. Kraniak?
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Dominic?
Yes.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes, is there a motion to adopt?
Move to adopt.
For a second?
Second.
The clerk, please call the roll.
Mr. Sonic?
Yes.
Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Mr. Kelly?
Yes.
Ms. Kraniak?
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Dominic?
Yes.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes, the motion is carried, the legislation is adopted. On the legislation pending, will the clerk please read legislation number 112501.
An ordinance amending section 525.07, correcting official business of the codified ordinances of the city of Eastlake, Ohio, to read as such and declaring an emergency.
Is there a motion to adopt?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Ms. Kraniak?
Yes.
Mr. Kelly?
Yes.
Mr. Katsounis?
No.
Ms. Schmidt? No. Mr. Dominic?
No.
Mr. Sonic?
No.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes. Legislation did not pass. The clerk, please read legislation number 112512.
An ordinance creating section 521.11, owner or occupant to keep property free of repeat violation nuisance and nuisance declaration process of the codified ordinances of the city of Eastlake, Ohio, to read as such and declaring an emergency.
Is there a motion to adopt?
Move to adopt.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Belli?
Yes.
Ms. Kraniak?
Yes.
Mr. Katsounis?
No.
Ms. Schmidt?
No.
Mr. Dominic?
No.
Mr. Sonic?
No.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes. The legislation did not pass. The clerk, please read legislation number 12904.
A resolution accepting and approving the State of Eastlake Employee Policies and Procedures Manual and declaring declaring an emergency.
Is there a motion to suspend the rule requiring separate readings to read this bill? Is there a second?
Second.
The clerk, please call the roll.
Mr. Belli?
Yes.
Mr. Senick?
Yes.
Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Ms. Kraniak?
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt? Yes. Mr. Stelman?
Yes.
Mr. Myers?
Yes, is there a motion to adopt? Is there a second?
Second.
The clerk, please call the roll.
Mr. Belli?
Yes.
Mr. Senick?
Yes.
Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Ms. Kraniak?
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Stelman?
Yes.
Mr. Myers?
Yes, the motion to carry legislation is adopted. We don't have any unfinished business, there's no new business. We'll move on to our administrative reports, and brief reports from our mayor and chief director, Jim Overstreet.
I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank council and my directors for all the work they've done through the year. Just wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Any questions?
All right, questions for the mayor? All right, seeing none, we'll move on to our fire chief, Frank Davis.
At this time, the fire department has nothing to report. I'd also like to extend our thanks for the support from council, the administration this year, and assistance that I received with my transition to this role. Greatly appreciated. Questions?
Any questions for the chief? No? Seeing none, we'll move on to our police chief, Michael Warner.
Thank you, Mr. President. In light of some of the comments the mayor made previously, seeing that it was a issue with the police department, I feel it's appropriate that I also address this issue about the post regarding chairs in the police department. Despite what you may have seen, read, heard over the past week, chairs in the police department are not an emergent need. I have 71 chairs on the main level of the police department, 10 of which I would categorize as having excessive wear. So none of those chairs are broken, they're all fully functional and safe. Much like our police cars, when we get new chairs, we rotate the old chairs to the launch table and other areas that are not of constant use. The pictures that were posted would be an example of taking a picture of our oldest, most worn down police car, saying, this is what it is to drive, we need new cars. It was misrepresentative of what we have in the police department and does not represent the chairs that the police officers have at their desks that they use majority of their time. That's not to say that we could not use some new chairs. Obviously we could, but when I look at budget, I look at wants and needs. Chairs, new chairs are a want. They're not a need. In a year where I've had to replace a compressor, keep my heating and air conditioning running, where I've had to have extensive repairs to my generator, to my roof, and other things that have overextended my budget from what was approved back in March, chairs are not a need. And the fact that this has been an issue over the past week is embarrassing. Not only at the city level, but at the county level. I have heard this from other agencies, from other people, and this is ridiculous. I have not had any requests from any of my officers about the chair. I have had no complaints, nothing else. The mayor addressing it on the city Facebook page, and I'm not going to go into whether or not that was appropriate, inappropriate, or not. It needed to be addressed at some point. I did not address it on the police department page. I felt it was more appropriate for me to bring it up here. I did have other questions from council people regarding the issue would say to current council, to future council, if you have questions about the operations, the equipment, anything with the police department, come to me, because that was not done. And if you want complete, accurate information, come to me, I will give it to you. Had that been done, the great deal of aggravation would have been avoided at every level. Beyond that, we had the sand ride last week, it was very cold. There were probably about 2 dozen streets in the city that, Sam and I were not able to get down just because the conditions were, a little slippery. But it's a big success, a lot of support from the community with one notable exception. We have posted for lateral positions, we're looking to fill 2 openings, and other than that, I'm open for questions. And if we have anything, I wish you all a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and looking forward to, continue forward in 2026.
Any questions for Chief? All right, seeing none, thank you, Chief. We'll move on to our Chief Building Official, David Meadows.
Yeah, I would like to thank Mayor Overstreet for letting us be directors, and I appreciate all your support. Wish you good luck at council. Angela, the same thing. Good luck in your future, whatever you can do. Also, I'd like to thank my staff. I know I've done this before, but I work with 5 great people. And I can't say enough good things about them. And I just want to thank them publicly for what they do for me. So, with that, and everyone else, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I'm open for questions.
Any questions from the committee? No? We'll move on to our Service Director, Nick River King.
Good evening, everybody. I have nothing to bring to the table. We'd like to congratulate you as well. Hopefully, we give it another effort and the results are different. And Mayor, thank you. This has been a great job, and I appreciate it as well across the board as a resident and as a community. Everybody here does a great job. Administrative staff, I appreciate everybody's support on my end, and I'm open for questions.
Any questions from the Service Director? We'll move on to our City Engineer, Brian Willoughby.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Ohio Public Works Commission final application for the 2026 road program was submitted. Working with the county to get that application in. Money should be available in July. That would get that road program started. With that, I'm looking for questions. If none, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
Any questions from Mr. Lewis? All right, we'll move on to our Finance Director, Carol Anchindel.
Thank you. I'd like to go with the previous director's side. Thank you, Mayor, and thank you, Angela. Wish you both well. And finance has nothing to report, but we just in here, Happy New Year.
Any questions from Mr. Lewis? And last but not least, we'll move on to our Law Director, Randy Quinn.
Thank you, Mr. President. Just, on that Kenjo motion, we do have ordinance that requires a motion to approve the answer please. Most of our lawsuits are handled by insurance, so we don't have to do this. This was just a little different, it's a mandate, policy. We actually shared with last year, that motion, so you guys know where it came from. And again, most importantly, I think great mayor, I appreciate you, supporting what you did on council. Congratulations to everybody, and Michigan brought back to Marshall. And like Nick said, I do hope you think about trying to get, or maybe run for, get back to the commission. Yeah, mayor. Congratulations. We need to problem. Any other questions?
Any questions, Law Director?
Merry Christmas.
Any questions?
I'll be around for Wednesday.
Yeah, please take care of that. Thank you. And, adjourn this meeting at 7:30 p.m.
That's why you're wrapping up.